we have yet another supposed reputable outlet in the weather biz that is just feeding you a bunch of fiction. And whenever that happens, it makes all of us look bad. Well, let me just show you exactly what we're talking about here. This is a graphic that was actually posted by the guys over at AccuWeather the other day, depicting a snow and ice risk from the Tennessee Valley all the way up the Appalachians into the Northeast. And this was complete hooey. It's BS. It is waist deep. Even the guys over at AccuWeather know this, but even on their own website, even the models that they show on their website, including the GFS, this was the GFS at the time they posted this graphic. So here's their graphic. Oh, snow and ice risk for Friday and Saturday. GFS shows a zonal flow, weak weather system passing through, maybe a little bit of snow for parts of the Great Lakes, the eastern Great Lakes, and the official forecast from the National Weather Service. This is the National Digital Forecast Database snow output. This is the snow forecast during that same time. Again, 1 to 3 inches at most for the Middle Atlantic. A little bit of snow, maybe an inch or so, or a couple of inches in parts of the Northeast. And again, with the lake effect snow, there could be some enhanced snow, but nothing like this from the Tennessee Valley all the way up to Maine. Why would AccuWeather post such nonsense? As if I have to tell you. This is why. 81,000 views on their social media because of that. AccuWeather is the same outfit that believes that the National Weather Service should be privatized. They called out the National Hurricane Center a couple of months ago for this, saying that the National Hurricane Center should have named a nor'easter that brought wind and rain and coastal flooding to the Northeast. This was back in October. You might remember we talked about this a little bit. Why didn't they name that? Well, because the National Hurricane Center names hurricanes, well, tropical storms and hurricanes. But to name a nor'easter would be ultimately incredibly irresponsible. And this is exactly why the National Weather Service should not be a private enterprise. They should not be for profit, because what happens when you do stuff for profit? Well, for profit is driven by money, profit, the bottom line. And what drives the bottom line? What gets people clicking? What engages people? Well, it has to be the big scary graphics where you show a huge winter storm, even when you know it's not there. And that is lying. It's not even a bad forecast. Bad forecasts we can all understand. Making a bad forecast or making a mistake is one thing, but knowingly and intentionally issuing a forecast that you know is false just to drive engagement is exactly why we should never have privatized a National Weather Service.